Good morning. This is the Australian Open men's final recap. The men's final was between 21-time champion Novak Djokovic and Stefanos Tsitsipas. For Tsitsipas, this would be his first Grand Slam title, and for Novak, would be his 22nd, tying him with Nadal. Last year, Novak could not be here for the Australian Open due to some controversy, which we won't go into it. But this year, he was mentally prepared, and he came here with a mission. And right from the get-go, in the first set, he jumped to a quick 4-1 lead. Excellent wide serves to Tsitsipas' forehand, forcing a lot of unforced errors from Tsitsipas and keeping him at bay throughout the set. Novak pretty much wrapped up the first set and started the second set in a similar fashion, but the second set was way closer, with both players upping their game, especially Tsitsipas. After the first set, he played much better and took the second set to a tiebreaker. And in the tiebreaker, as it always happens with Novak, he just knows when to take it to that level, which is unprecedented. And he has done it to many players, including Rafael Nadal and Federer. And this was no different. He continued to apply pressure at the right time, forced a lot of unforced errors from Tsitsipas, and wrapped up the set for a 2-set to love lead. Once it got to 2 sets to love, it was a big mountain that Tsitsipas had to climb. It was never going to be easy, especially with Novak. This is Australian Open, his favorite ground, and Novak seemed poised to lift the title. But Tsitsipas had, he's one of the top players in the world, and he continued to play much better in the third set as well. Could have taken the third set, but Novak was relentless. Again, this one went to a tiebreaker. Novak was on point with his serves, with his strokes, both on the forehand side and the backhand side. Tsitsipas did come up with some excellent drop shots, but the consistency is the key here, and also situational shot making is the key, and that's where Novak is better than anybody that I've ever seen in the world. Now, Nadal was there too, but I do think that Novak, when he senses a little crack, he would apply extra pressure to get that 1 point to keep to get closer to a title. And that's what he did. And in the third set at 6-5, had a nice wide serve out and hit a great deep shot. And then when Tsitsipas, put his shot out, that's when Novak clinched his 22nd title. Unprecedented 10th title in the Australian Open. He was a machine throughout the tournament and proved to everyone in the world that he is still the player to beat. You have young talent that's coming up, whether it's Alcaraz, Tsitsipas, Taylor Fritz, Medvedev, Rublev, but right now, on top of the tennis mountain, it's Novak, and then there's everybody else. He has proved to everyone that he's a player to beat. Let's see what happens in the French Open. I still give him the edge. Same thing with the Australian Open and the US Open as well. He fell short for completing that slam for all the 4 championships. A couple of years ago, he fell short of the U.S. Open. And while there is a long way to go, and anything can happen, including injuries, a player getting hot, but right now, today, is about Novak Djokovic and his incredible run at the Australian Open, where he pretty much dominated from the first round till the finals. Kudos to Novak. It was a very emotional day for him after the match, surrounded by his family and coaches, and rightfully so. I mean, after what happened last year, he earned it. He is the world number 1 player, and Australian Open belongs to Novak, and kudos to him. Well done, Novak. See you in France. Thank you so much for listening. This has been an amazing run for me, doing this podcast, giving an update each and every day. Novak and Sabalenka deserved to be crowned champions of the Australian Open. And now the scene shifts to the French Open. Let's see if they will continue that run, and good luck to all the other players as well. Thank you for listening. Good day.